It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. And this is the Heaven Hollywood Report, and this is a Heaven Hollywood exclusive. Everybody get ready. Shout out to the Whisper Report, man, who called me to confirm some information, let me know that they had this exclusive information. They wanted to match with some of the things that I may have known, so I helped them pretty much put this together, confirm this, so they are allowing me to put this exclusive out. Shout out to the Whisper Report. Good looking out. So this is what we have. Drake and Selena Gomez, as you know, or may not know, they have a psychological thriller coming out called Spiral. Selena Gomez will be starring in this, and Drake is a producer on the film. Now, people may or may not know that Selena Gomez has always had a crush on Drake. Even though when she was with Justin Bieber used to make comments to his friends saying, I think my girl wants Drake. So Drake, of course, never approached Selena Gomez for a couple of reasons. He always known her as Justin Bieber, the love of Justin Bieber's life. He's always went on record of saying, I hope Justin and Selena gets back together. Even though he also was friends with Holly Baldwin, but he, of course, knows Selena for being, the love of Justin's life. But Selena Gomez has been crushing on Drake for a while, and she made a comment a couple of years back when somebody asked her, who would you date? Who do you have a crush on? She said Drake. But then she said, but Drake would never date me because I don't have enough booty for Drake. And she kind of laughed it off or what have you. So they got together. They're going to be on this project together. And Selena Gomez, of course, she's crushing on Drake. Now, here's where the mess comes in. The Weeknd, as we know, was head over heel for Selena Gomez. He wanted them to stay together. But it was Justin Bieber who ended up breaking up. The main reason for breaking up The Weeknd and Selena Gomez was Justin Bieber. Selena was also going through the kidney stuff at that point in time. But the main reason for them splitting up was because of Justin Bieber. That's when she was back and forth. Does he love me? He wants to be with me. He wants to be with Holly. He wants to be with me. He wants to be with Holly. So, The Weeknd, as you know, him and Drake, over the last 5 years, have had a very shaky relationship. The Weeknd thought that Drake was messing with his ex-girlfriend, Bella Hadid. The Weeknd still believes that to this day, even though Drake and Bella both went to him together. They first tried it separately. They went to him together and said, look, there's nothing going on. So The Weeknd, who I've been told is very weird. He's got a very weird, complex personality. This guy's like a Gemini. I don't know whether that's his zodiac sign, but this guy is okay 1 minute, the next minute he's not okay. So him and Drake kind of made up, and they were talking about doing an OVO XO thing again. And then the next thing you know, he goes ghost on Drake again for months, changed his number. The Weeknd, the word got back to him that Drake was now doing a movie with Selena Gomez. And The Weeknd decides, after he changes his number and ghosts Drake for almost a year, to contact Drake. And he made a comment, I have to paraphrase it because I cannot give a direct quote. Made some sort of comment. I got this information, like I said. I've already told you about OVO, so you should know where I get my information from. Made a comment something like, You just can't stay away from my exes, or something along those lines. And Drake is like, what are you talking about? So The Weeknd feels some type of way now that Drake is doing a movie with Selena Gomez, probably because he keeps hearing Selena is crushing on Drake. So The Weeknd once again is going to find has another reason to be mad at Drake. So The Weeknd right now has an issue with Drake about him working with Selena Gomez. The word, is that Selena is really looking forward to working with Drake. And they've had, telephone conversations, during the pandemic or what have you. And The Weeknd is upset about it. Now, at the same time, Justin Bieber has no problem with it. Of course, he's married now to Holly Baldwin. So he better not, if he does have issue with it, he better not act like it. He better not show Holly that he's got an issue with it. Because she's had about enough of Selena Gomez in her life. So, shout out again to the Whisper Report. The Weeknd made a comment, we'll say allegedly, to Drake, even though I trust my source. My source has never lied to me, and they're on the inside. Made some sort of comment to Drake about him now working with another one of his exes. Because deep down inside, The Weeknd, no matter what Drake says, no matter what Bella Hadid says, The Weeknd believes something was going on. Mainly because Drake paid for that 21st birthday party of Bella's. And that was a fact. I confirmed that years ago when it happened. I called the owner because I knew the owner of the place. Drake paid for her entire 21st birthday. But Drake has been known to do that. He just did a party for Rihanna's best friend. And he used to date Rihanna. So Drake does do things like that for his friends. So The Weeknd believed that because he paid for that party, there'd be no way that Drake didn't have. And then it didn't help when he name dropped her on Scorpion. Full of her model, full of models like Muhammad Hadid. My house is full of models like Muhammad Hadid. And then he dropped a record about You and Your Sister, talking about, and The Weeknd thought he was talking about Gigi and Bella. And he made a comment in I believe it was Jaded, where he said or Finesse, where he said you do you're more of a Fashion Week girl, you do Fashion Week more than I do. And The Weeknd just thought everything was about Bella Hadid. But back then, Bella called him and said, there's nothing going on and nothing ever went on with me and Drake. But The Weeknd, he says he doesn't really believe it. So even when he reconciled with Drake a couple of years ago on stage, once again, he ghosted him after that. So The Weeknd is on and off. We'll see what happens with them. Drake and Selena Gomez, are you here for it? We all know she has a crush on Drake. Could you ever see anything happening with them two together? Or is Selena, as Drake said, as Selena said, she doesn't have enough booty for Drake, but we've seen Drake date some thin girls as well. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. This is an exclusive. Shout out to the Whisper Report. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace.